Co-op Entertainment E3 pre-show discussion.
So Microsoft starts off the day. Is there anything you're looking forward to from Microsoft?
Coming from Microsoft, I'm really looking forward to Halo 5, seeing what they're going to be doing. They're using a whole new engine, whole new story, almost in the sense, well, obviously, you know, it's the sequel to Halo 4, Halo 5. Anyway, so in the screenshot, they actually showed off another, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like an ODST. Oh, Oni.
Oni, yeah.
Yeah,
it's
Oni.
Oni.
With an N.
Yeah, and they're a different branch of the government, and they've said that it's actually a guy, even though he has a slender body compared to Master Chief. They say it's a guy, not a girl.
So I was hoping to actually see you be, as a player, being able to play as this Oni character alongside Master Chief in the game.
Like Arbiter in number 3.
Yeah, like Arbiter in Halo 3, where, you know, whether you were playing as Arbiter or he was just alongside you as an AI.
Yeah, no, it'd just be cool if like you could actually be the individual characters. It'd be really cool if you could be the individual characters and you be that actual guy, that guardian.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool. That is a really cool game. What else are you looking forward to?
I'm definitely into the racing game. So when Forza Horizon came out a couple of years ago for Playground Games, it was an open world racing game based around a music festival, and hopefully they show off some gameplay for the second one they recently announced. This one's actually taking place in Europe, again centered around a music festival, but with a brand new whole setting, cars, weather system, and then you have the Drivatar introduced in Forza Horizon 2 as well, which came from Forza 5. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
The Drivatars in Forza 5 are definitely interesting to say the least. I had some run-ins with some people that make me want to yell at them through my phone.
As a Drivatar?
I actually texted a few people and said, "Your Drivatar sucks, man. I hate you," or something like that. To the worst of those effects, it's a little censored version of what I'd say. You know, Forza Horizon has a nice look to it, and I'm sure Horizon 2 is going to have a good look to it. Nice art direction. I'm pretty excited about that too.
What other games are you interested in? About any other games for Microsoft?
Definitely Sunset Overdrive looks fun. It looks like Dead Rising combined with people are saying Jet Set Radio, but it definitely reminds me of Dead Rising 3. Hopefully, in my opinion, Dead Rising 3 wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Hopefully this can make that type of environment a more fun game, and traversing the world won't be so hard because you can do all these grinds and rails and sliding along things, gliding along things. Like that would be really cool if that makes it a lot easier to travel this world. Because in Dead Rising 3 I had definite issues with how you got around the world. So that's one game I'm looking forward to. It's not so much a game, but I definitely would like to hear some information about their VR headset, because they have stated they are doing a VR headset.
Sony.
So they said they've been working on this. When Sony announced the name of theirs, they announced that they've been working on one too. So let's see if they're just all talk or if they actually have something going on.
They got their backup.
Yeah. The other thing, and now I've never been an indie game guy, but the ID at Xbox program, it's all about, indie games. I want to see what they're going to come out with comparative to Sony, comparative to Nintendo, because Nintendo and Sony are doing really good with indie games.
Yep.
But we'll see where Microsoft is. I mean, are they going to have something that's just going to be groundbreaking, or something that's going to be super popular that can help them survive this, in this indie game market?
Yeah.
That's one thing I'm looking forward to, just to see what they got.
Yeah, I think ID Xbox is definitely a reason to look forward to, because like you just said, Sony and Nintendo do have their indies, and that's an assembly of a bunch of developers coming together and just producing little arcade games here and there for their platform. Now with ID Xbox, hopefully they can kind of work around this process of having to do
the parity clause.
Yeah,
nobody else has that. It's only Microsoft.
Mm-hmm.
And some people think it's okay, and some people hate it. And I'm a mixture of my feelings towards it.
Yeah, hopefully maybe they can open it up where those indie developers, they're allowed to open up to all the consoles and not just one console specifically.
Maybe they'll advertise some stuff coming up this year.
Yeah, I definitely hope they have new content, some new games coming out that we haven't seen post last E3.
But with all that, the ID at Xbox stuff, we also have these huge games, like we were talking about earlier, Halo 5, and you also have the new Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. You also have Quantum Break, which Actually, Quantum Break looks like it's going to be an amazing game, but they're not going to be showing any gameplay at E3. It's going to be all at Gamescom later on in the year in August. But are you excited about any of those?
Quantum Break is definitely something that's new. It's fresh. They have a cinematic take on the game. So that looks really good because it is from the creators of Max Payne.
Remedy, people at Remedy, yeah.
Correct, who made Alan Wake as well.
Yeah.
Alan Wake, I really enjoyed this.
Yeah.
Or the game was very story-driven, I should say. And the gameplay was about flawless. Like, I love the gameplay. It really meshed together really good with the story. So I think they're going to do a really good job with that one. I really like to see a little bit more how it's going to be on the console. I'm not really excited for it, but I just want to see something more about it.
Yeah, it's weird that they're not going to be showing much at all at that one for E3. It's all going to be Gamescom. That one's a little weird, but we do want to see something from that here. We want to see some news from that one.
Yeah. What do you so with Call of Duty, they introduced Kevin Spacey into it. What's your take on these actors and putting them into the games? How do you feel about that?
Kevin Spacey's a world-class actor. If he does the mocap for it, then that could change the game when it comes to the story, the single-player campaign, because then people might want to actually stay involved with it because you have somebody performing at a high level. Now, does that mean the story's going to be good? We don't know because we don't even know what the story is right now.
Right.
All we do know is that he's the highest bidder when it comes to war and protection. So that's pretty much from his monologue in the trailer. That's what we get from here. But I think that with the adjustments they made to the game, they've added some options that are more fancy, more new, high-tech stuff.
Right.
It looks really cool. It's gonna sell like hotcakes, of course.
Yeah.
Now, is it really going to be able to hit the way it's been hitting over the last years? Is it going to be able to be popular, to the extent where it's selling over 10 million?
We'll have to see. We'll have to wait. That's all we can do.
I want to see if they're going to be able to compete with the physics and with the movement of a Titanfall. Because Titanfall is great. The physics are awesome. The movement's great. Gameplay's great.
Fluid.
The only thing is that the people that buy Titanfall, I think it's about 800,000 right now, and it's a small ship. Only on Microsoft and PC, but that's why it's a smaller market on that one. But it's a great game. Now, are they going to be able to compete with that, or is it going to be more of the same old Call of Duty with maybe instead of you mantling something like you normally do in Call of Duty, are you now going to be a high-tech mantle because you have these suction gloves like in Mission Impossible?
They're gonna introduce jetpacks and you just boost onto these things and then stab someone from behind.
So see, that's what I'm saying though. Are they going to be able to compete with Titanfall in that aspect? That's pretty much Titanfall. But Titanfall was the one that came out with it first.
Unless they're just introducing Transformers into Call of Duty in their own way, and you're like, oh, check out these really cool mechs, and then all of a sudden it becomes Titanfall. In their own way, maybe it'll be good, but I don't think so. It'll just be a rip-off.
People are always clamoring for new and interesting developments in the Call of Duty series, and I've been wanting to say really, where can they go without falling into that? Where can they go without falling into this bubble of people looking at them like, oh, they're just copying Titanfall? Really, it's a war game. There's only so many things they could do. Oh, we're going to introduce this new kill streak. It's a different type of helicopter. It's a hover helicopter now. So you know what I mean? Like
a hover attack.
Everybody wants new things from Call of Duty. And the thing is, I think they did a really good job with Black Ops 2 with changing up how the campaign went. It gave you different choices, different options. The game changed throughout the telling of it. Same thing with Ghosts. Depending on how you completed things, it changed the storyline. Now, that was a big change, but people, it's almost like with what they're saying about Gears of War right now, is to make it truly original and surprise the fans. They're almost gonna have to betray the hardcore fans of the series and change a whole bunch of stuff on the game that will essentially make it not Gears of War in this sense or Call of Duty in this sense anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'll just change the entire game and it won't be.
It'll be a brand new, fresh idea.
Well, it will be a whole new game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Fresh.
It won't be Call of Duty.
Yeah.
It won't be Call of Duty. And that's another thing is Gears of War. Gears of War was bought by Microsoft, and everybody loves Gears of War. You got these hardcore fans. Not everybody loves, but you got all these hardcore fans. But to really do something new, like I said, you got to betray all the hardcore fans, the fans that have been there since day one. To put in something new, it's almost like you got to change the entire formula, and then it becomes something other than Gears of War, something other than Call of Duty.
Yeah, I mean, they're not announcing a Gears of War. Maybe.
Well, they have been starting to work on it because when Microsoft bought the rights to Gears of War from Epic, they have Black Tusk Studios now working on it. So I mean, I don't know if they're going to be able to show any gameplay because that barely happened this year.
Yeah.
But they might be able to. Maybe they were able to have somebody work on a little teaser for us, and maybe it's some very simplistic teaser trailer where it's Marcus Phoenix, saying something with a voiceover where it slowly comes up on his face, the camera, and you see him like going through some locust with his gun or whatever.
His chainsaw.
Yeah. So I mean, that's one thing they could tease us with, but overall though, to do something original with Call of Duty in this or Gears of War, they have to really change the formula, and they might be too afraid to do that, I think.
It depends. I mean, it just anything right now could go either way. All we have to do is wait and see.
Stay tuned to the Co-op Entertainment channel for more E3 pre-show discussion.